I took care of my mom most of my life because she was addicted to pills. And I didn't know it wasn't normal. Then 2 pills mixed in her system and she went into a coma. And by the time the paramedics got there, she had 10% brainwave activity.
So we went to the clinic and they said that it was positive, I was really pregnant. I had a lot of emotions, scared, nervous, like a lot of decisions I had to make whether to keep it or not.
And I moved in with my mom. Her boyfriend, he was like a drug addict, so it was like hard, you know, because it was kind of like my dad. So that's when I was introduced to alcohol and drugs. I was in 7th grade at that time too.
My dad's never really been in my life. My mom dying really forced him to be with me.
I just feel like my mom wasn't really there, but she was also mad when she heard the news. And she was like saying that you're about to be 18, you can have another child, finish school first.
I felt so invisible, and I'd switched schools so many times that I was so used to being the new kid.
My mom passed away sophomore year. I was in a very dark place and I'm just starting to find my way out of it. Personally, a big one for me is still depression. I mean, self-harm has run through my head many times.
There were times where I just felt like my parents didn't want to take me because they just felt like, you know, the decision I made was wrong, keeping the child. So I didn't feel comfortable going to appointments with them. So I felt like Ms. Linda helped me, taking me to my appointments and stuff, and just try to make me feel comfortable, and just felt like, you know, everyone makes mistakes and I could just learn from it.
Where do I begin?
In today's world, I feel like what someone defines as a struggle vastly depends on what they're going through. It's just the pressure put on us by society to be like in this category of like who we are, and it's like kind of like you have to meet these curriculums to be able to be accepted.
You go to a high school, you're gonna have pressure. I mean, people smoke, people do drugs, people smoke weed. Personally, I feel like if there was a God, how could he do this to me?
I used to not believe in any type of God. I just thought like, you know, the universe just kind of controls your fate. And I don't know, like I've come like a long way since then, because it's like I believe in like God and I know that he can make everything better. But I still feel like I have like a ways to go.
I know that the only path is God. Recently, about 3-4 months ago, I started listening to Christian music again. And I haven't went back to church yet, but it's something I want to do.
I feel like what you guys are doing here is just amazing. You guys just come and it's like, you don't have to either. Like you provide like snacks, and Mike like kind of preaches in a way, but he doesn't do it so formally where it's like kids don't want to listen. It's just kind of like he's telling a story because it's like from one person who's made mistakes to another.
Basically, it helps a lot actually with like, because I was able to get a lot of clothes for my daughter, diapers, certain things that I couldn't really get at the time.
The interaction with you guys is always positive, so I feel like that's a good thing to have during our lunch hour. But I can definitely say you guys coming in has helped me decide to get back on the right path. You guys actually care, and you guys actually want to know about us, and it's not like it's forced. And I'm trying to make better choices. I personally would like to say a huge thank you to them because they made a big impact in my life, and I hope more students in our school.